Hi there, Corinne Sutherland here. I'm just going to show you quickly today how to create this really neat background with just one ink color, some sponges, and some stamps. I should say one sponge and some stamps. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my stamping. I'm using two different stamp sets from Sweet and Sassy Stamps. This one was just released called Majestic Monarchs. And then this one, I'm just going to use this little guy down here. This is called Serene Silhouettes. First I'm going to start with my larger butterfly. The color that I'm using is from Stampin' Up! Rich Razzleberry. I'm just going to stamp my first butterfly right in the center just for a neat focal point. And then I'm going to stamp randomly just all over with the full strength ink, just like that, just to get a nice number of butterflies there. And then once I'm done doing that, I'm gonna do the second generation stamping, where you stamp off and then use the lighter ink, which almost makes it look like you've got two different ink colors. So you can have fairly limited supplies and still get some really neat effects out of your inks. Okay, now I'm going to take this little guy and I'm going to stamp him randomly, full strength, just to add that little bit of a pop. Just put him wherever. Okay, once that's done, I'm going to begin sponging. The sponging part is pretty simple. Just start off of my paper where I'm sponging and work my way onto it with the color. And this just helps you to avoid getting any harsh sponge marks on your panel. Now, what I like to do with the sponging is, with this kind of technique, is sponge the darkest areas around it and then work my way in so that it's lighter in the center. And then once I've done that, I come back in and I really darken the edges. It just gives you a nice contrast. And what you can do too, to get an even darker edge, is just pick your paper up and sponge like this. And just a little bit lightly in the center. And then you've got this really interesting panel that you can mount onto a card, and it just really pops when you put it on that white background, and then you add your sentiment. Alright, I hope you'll have fun with this technique.